Y'all ready?
Con.
Okay. Kaya, you ready?
Con.
Let the water for allowing us to congregate virtually. I just pray that it could be in my will. We continue to build a Yahweh righteous sisterhood of it. I pray that most high will whatever you put on our spirit to do and say we do it. And most high will we have a beautiful study session through the spirit. Most high will talk about the spirit to flow. I just pray we just continue to edify one another, sharpen one another iron, and cut one another up through the spirit. I will hold each other accountable and bring one another burdens and how about you, I'm sorry. Just continue to do that for one another. There's two is better than one. I just pray we continue to get all these temptations and trials and tribulations to continue to call upon the name of you and cast all the cares into you. I pray for all these sisters on this call. I pray that whatever the battle, I will pray you biblical shall bring it to the forefront. For the times that you allow them to confront these demons and overcome these demons. I pray that most high will we fight these spiritual demons together. And we endure to life. And I pray for these things only them I will and none of us in our shall name. Amen. Okay. So long are we stepping on? All right. So, how y'all feeling through the spirit? Go ahead, Kaya.
Okay.
What you said?
I got a headache. Not even gonna lie.
Dang. You got some peppermint oil?
Well,
Dang.
I'm not bougie. I ain't got the fancy home remedies.
First of all, don't even do that because peppermint oil is about $3. Ain't nobody bougie, ma'am.
All right. Well, I still ain't got it. At the end of the day, I still ain't got it. So
just pray about it.
you're
But
right.
you'll be okay. Other than that, you good?
Can't complain. Still calling the name of the Lord.
I know that's right. Y'all doing? Carly, Lily, Hadassah, Fallon, Mercedes, Giselle, Kiaria, Hamina. Who I miss? Breon, how y'all doing?
My bad.
Yeah,
I
I
need some
see.
chocolate.
Feel like y'all maybe shouldn't have said all your names at once. But all praises.
I'm doing good. I've been reading all day.
Those kind of be the best days. Reading all day.
How are you?
Thank you for asking. I'm like, well, hey, still in this truth, calling for the name of the Lord. So look, all praises. I'm kind of low in the spirit, not gonna lie. Something's bothering me, but I don't know what. So, just kind of trying to ask the Most High to bring it to the forefront. Because and like some Kaya said, sometimes it's just be down because it's captivity, but other times you just know when something really bothering you, but I just can't put my finger on it. And it just comes with patience and like waiting on the Lord to bring it to the forefront. But kind of joy nonetheless. It could always be worse.
Fine.
Well, it's truth is not a cakewalk. So hey, yeah.
I actually had something to talk about. Well, maybe a topic. It was kind of based off what Fallon said, and it's mainly about like maybe like the power in our words or like being careful with our words. Because I have this precept, Sirach 1:29. And it reads, "Be not a hypocrite in the sight of man, and take good heed what thou speakest." So basically what she was saying about her little testimony, her fast. Talking about Slovakia, I can't explain it all, but that could just be an example on how we should be careful how we speak and what we say.
So like you broke up. What was you saying? How was that? What was you saying?
Oh, I was saying like with what Fallon said about she was going through like certain things, but a sister seeking counsel, and so it was gonna be hypocritical of her to give counsel and then not do that same thing with her if she's going through that same thing. So that just goes into us being careful and being mindful what we speak, because if you say one thing and you're not doing it, then you're not a doer of the word.
Something Mawathia said on her video that she just dropped. It was about like knowing your role, and some along the lines of like knowing where you stand in this truth. Yeah, knowing where you stand in this truth. And what she said is, I think she said the sick can't. I don't know if she said this or someone else said it, but I think she said the sick can't help the sick, if I'm not mistaken. Someone correct me. I think she said something like that. But like you can't basically like like you said, you can't help a sister and tell a sister to like do something. You're giving her counsel and you're not applying it to your life as well. Like I can't like tell you to like, cast it onto the Lord, and then I'm over here just letting Satan like plague my mind. He at my mind. I'm not casting that onto the Lord. So we all gotta take good heed with our speakers, and that's like also that precept in that. So like it. But that's also that precept in Matthews about how can you take the mote out of your own eye? How can you take the mote out of someone else's eye? You haven't taken the mote out of your eye. So I don't know if it's in. Do y'all know what Matthew 7:5? And this also goes into like being profitable to ourselves and just not being a hypocrite in general, because it reads, "Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then thou shalt see clearly to cast out of the mote out of thy brother's eye." So kind of exactly what you said, like how I gonna help you and try to correct you about something, and I still got this thing in my eye, and I'm trying to take it out your eye. Like it don't even work like that. It don't work like that. So it can't be a hypocrite. Because if you being a hypocrite like the Lord, He gonna discover your secret parts. He gonna cast you down in front of the whole congregation. Because behind closed doors, you ain't even applying the scripture for life. Like you are here, you telling folks, make sure you're praying, make sure you read, make sure you're fasting, make sure you're doing this, doing that, you posting all the scripts, and then you ain't doing nothing that behind closed doors. And the Lord sees that. You think the lights go off and then the angels, they're like, oh, I don't see him no more. Like it don't work like that. When the lights go off, when the lights on, in the dark, in the sun, the Lord sees everything. The angels are recording everything. So the Lord sees if you're not applying the script to your life, and the Lord sees if you've been a hypocrite, and the Lord will literally put you on blast in the whole congregation. That's what Sirach chapter 1 and verse 30 was saying as well. Let me go back to it. But the Lord will put you on blast in front of everybody, and Israel don't like being put on blast. Sirach chapter 1 and verse 30. Let me go to it. And it reads, "Exalt not thyself, lest thou fall and bring dishonor upon thy soul. And so Yahweh will discover thy secrets and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation, because thy camp is not in truth to fear the Lord, but thy heart is full of deceit." So, we just don't want to be hypocritical in this thing, like for real. Like we got to be doers of the word as well. Like it's so hypocritical and backwards for me to host Bible study and to like give y'all all these precepts, and then behind closed doors, I ain't applying not one precept to my life. That's backwards and that's hypocritical, and the Lord gonna put me on blast. So we just gotta make sure like we're definitely, taking heed to what our speakers and being profitable to ourselves. And also like something me and Sister Kalaya was talking about last night, like, like the sick can't help the sick. We gotta work on our own salvation. And, I gotta make sure I'm, applying the script in my life. I gotta make sure, my spirit in check before I try to, help out my sister. So we just gotta check ourselves before we try to check somebody else, basically. So that's all I had on that. I yield.
I wanted to bring out Sirach 37, verse 19.
All right, know what you're gonna pull.
Mm-hmm.
Want
And
me
it
to read it?
reads,
Oh, okay.
oh yeah, you can read it. Go ahead.
There is one that is wise and teaches many, and yet is unprofitable to himself.
Did somebody say something?
Uh,
Oh. So yeah, that scripture is like plain upon tables, like, yeah, the wisdom that we have, the wisdom that we receive by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the same wisdom that we're giving, we're supposed to teach it and teach it to ourselves, like comfort ourselves. Because I remember a sister, she was going through it, and I was like, sis, look at your notes. Like, you got the notes, sis. You sent it to us. Comfort yourself. Oh, and there's that scripture somewhere about comforting yourself. I don't know where it's at right at the moment, but yeah, that goes with it.
you said that to me one time. I was like, dang, you right.
Oh yeah, kind.
Kind. Dang, I was thinking about a precept. But kind, we gotta be profitable to ourselves. Let me find this precept. But kind, like we got, I got 3 journals right here. And 2 of these are practically full of breakdowns and notes, if not full, almost full. And then this one is, I'm just not working on this one. And I got a lot of notes on my phone. So based off all these breakdowns and precept and notes, each one of us have by studying ourselves approved, all of these notes and breakdowns we have and all these videos we got saved, all of these notes that we have the resources to overcome these spiritual demons. We have the resources to go to what we need. So, we got to be profitable to ourselves. Like you overthinking, you literally have a section full of overthinking notes. Why are you not applying them to the situation? You might be struggling with having faith. You might have a sister that has a whole page full of notes of faith. Why are you not hitting that sister? You might got a whole breakdown on trust in the Lord, but you're not using it and applying it. So if we got all these resources, what good does it do to have all these resources? What good does it do the Lord to grant us his knowledge and understanding, to grant us, all these videos and all these different, breakdowns. So we're going through it for us to not apply it. Like, what good does it do? We got to use it. So we got to be profitable to ourselves. Now, we don't got all these notes and breakdowns for nothing. We got them for a reason. And that's what we need to, when we're going through it, something I find myself doing when I'm going through something, I'll go look at some notes I got on my phone. Because that's what it's for. That's what we got these notes and breakdowns and precepts for it. To, uplift our sisters when we're going through it, and to even be a comfort unto ourselves, be profitable to ourselves. Because we got to apply the same thing. We're sending sisters the same notes and breakdowns you're taking down. You got to apply that to yourself as well when you're going through it. The same notes that you're sending your sisters, you got to apply that to yourself as well when you're going through it. Now, you just can't send sisters notes and breakdowns like, okay, y'all need to apply this, and you're not doing it as well. You kind of got to make sure, you checking your spirit as well and just, applying everything to your life as well. I yield, by the way.
You mind going to chapter 38 and verse 17?
Of course not. You said 38 and 17?
Kind. And just to be clear, I'm not saying not to comfort your sisters. Obviously, supposed to comfort your sister, but also be profitable to yourself, like Kinsey said.
Weep bitterly and make great moan and use lamentation as he is worthy, and that a day or two, lest thou be evil spoken of, and then comfort thyself with thy heaviness.
I just brought that up to say you should comfort yourself. I yield.
Kind. That's right on fire that thing. We gotta be a comfort to ourselves as well. Like I think it was Milwaukee that said that the sick can't help the sick. Are you sick and you trying to help someone else? It does not work like that. You gotta be fully recovered through the spirit, and you gotta make sure your spirit is well equipped to try to help someone else. You gotta make sure you're not being a hypocrite. You gotta make sure that the beam is out of your eye before you try to help your sister. What is that red marker? Did I do that? Do y'all know what that red marker line is?
Click on annotate and delete it.
Oh, wait a minute now.
You know you can do that, girl?
No, who doing that? I didn't know that. That's crazy.
I just did that by accident too. I was like, what are you talking about? And I pressed and I was like, why is it making a line? I did that by accident.
That is hard.
I was like, why is it making a line?
I think we might have took Bible study to the next level. Wait a minute. I don't have fun with this. I'm gonna get the precepts.
That girl finna start circling random precepts.
Okay. So this is the precept Lily just pulled, 1 Thessalonians 4:18. And it reads, I'm gonna highlight it. Yep, we're gonna say that. We're gonna go with blue or color. Wherefore comfort one another with these words. So we gotta be a comfort to our sisters. We gotta be a comfort to our sisters. Like a sister should be able to, feel like she can come to you when she's in need, spiritually low, whatever the case may be. She might need to talk. A sister should feel like she can come to you. That's why the Lord said in Romans, rejoice with them that rejoice and weep with them that weep. And I think 1 Thessalonians 5:11 says something about being a comfort as well. Yeah, see that? Wherefore, comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even as also ye do. So as just how we got to be a comfort to ourselves, we got to be a comfort to our sisters as well. We got to edify one another. The Lord could put you through something and you might go through something just for you to help the next sister because she's going through the exact same thing. It's crazy how the Lord works. You could literally be going through something just to help the next sister go through it. And now you're comforting her and now you're edifying her because you've been through the exact same thing. So we just got to continue to endure these things because we just got to continue to endure these things. Okay, let me do this. Let me do this. Okay, so I can. Okay, I wanted to get a precept. Consider that I labor not for myself only, but for all of them that seek learning. So, we don't, of course, we're working on our own salvation. We got to, make sure we're getting our reading, our studying. We got to make sure our spirit is right. But we don't do it just for ourselves. We don't do the works just for ourselves. We do it for our sisters as well. We don't labor just for ourselves because, like I said, the Lord can put you through something, allow you to, you might be going through something, right? And the Lord puts you through this trial and tribulation. He's sending you through the fire to teach you something. And, he got you looking at different, he got you looking at specific videos and getting specific breakdowns for whatever you're going through. And then, a sister come and she's going through that exact same thing. And our praises through the spirit are how ironically, the breakdowns of videos you just watched, now you're sending the exact same notes to this sister because she's going through the exact same thing. So we don't do the work just for ourselves. Like, we don't read and study just because, oh yeah, I'm just making sure I'm good. Like, to hell with my sisters, if they got to kind of get it on their own. They got to shoot. Don't come to me. I don't got no precepts for you. We don't do that. We don't do that. We labor and we study and we do all these things. We don't do it just for ourselves. It's bigger than us. That's the word that we had in the mind. That's the mindset we had in the world. Not looking out for each other, but we don't do the work just for ourselves. We got to edify one another. We got to exhort one another. We got to keep each other on fire in this thing, keep each other's iron sharp in this thing. Proverbs 27:17, if I'm not mistaken. But kind of like you can't help a sister stay on fire if you're not even on fire yourself. You can't help a sister out if you're not helping yourself out. So you just gotta be profitable for yourself as well. Like, I was thinking of something. But it's like what I said. I confessed I had this problem, like, and I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of always had this problem. Maybe in the world more, but like in the world, like I had a big problem with, you know, of course we should love our sisters. We should love our sisters, and always look out for our sisters. But I had a problem in the world where like I didn't even think about myself. It was just always like, how can I help this person? How can I help this person? And that's how we want to be. But you gotta be profitable to yourself as well. You gotta make sure you're good as well. Like you can't just say to hell with your spirit. You can't just say to hell with me and my spirit. You gotta make sure you apply these scriptures well. You gotta make sure your spirit is as pure and clean as it can be. You gotta make sure you're trying to strive to be as righteous and blameless as possible as you can be before you try to help someone else. You just got to be profitable to yourself. Because at the end of the day, we all got to work out our own salvation. We all got to work out our own salvation. Can't nobody do the works for you but you. So I yield.
Con, I have a precept for that. Proverbs 27, verse 9. And it reads, ointment and perfume rejoice the heart. So doth the sweetness of a man's friend by hearty counsel. And if you look up hearty, it means it means cheerful, and what's it called? Synonyms related to cheerful. And so that's why you have to check your spirit. You have to make your spirit is right, because you don't want to have, what's it called, like the wrong spirit giving someone counsel. You don't want to, I don't know the exact words, but yeah, you want to make sure you're in the right spirit so you can give the right counsel.
Like, ain't nothing wrong with like taking, maybe like a day or two to yourself, however long you need to take to yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with taking some me time. Like we all need that little me time with just the Most High, off your phone, just away from just, on your phone. We all need that little time and just really just meditate and just self-reflect and just to, spend a long time with the Most High. We all need that a long time, and nothing's wrong with that. But, I yield if anybody had anything they wanted to bring out or say on that. Okay, Ecclesiastes 4 and 9. Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. Again, if two lie together, then they have heat, but how can one be warm alone? And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him, and a threefold cord is not quickly broken. So don't be the sister that's always there for everyone else. And the time you're going through it and you're going through affliction, you ain't reached out to nobody. You ain't called nobody. You ain't, don't be that sister, because two are better than one. And we can't, I'm just being real. You cannot fight these spiritual demons alone. It's not possible. It is not possible. You cannot fight these spiritual demons alone. That's why the Lord has blessed us with sisterhood and blessed us with one another. You cannot fight Satan and his puppet masters alone. Like, it's so many spiritual demons out here. I can't even count on my fingers. Can't none of us count. There's so many demons out here, from lust to overthinking to vanity to so many demons out here. You can't fight it alone. Two are better than one. Because if you fall, how if you're alone, how what does that precept say? For if you fall, the one will lift up his pillow, but what's him that is alone, he falleth, for he have not another to help him up. So if you're alone and you fall, you don't got nobody to, uplift you. So don't be the sister that's always there for other people, but you're not being profitable to yourself. And the moment you're going through it, you ain't reached out to nobody. And that's also like a prideful spirit. You don't want to have that spirit like, oh, I can do it bad all by myself, because you can't. If you could, we wouldn't have sisterhood, but you can't. And I can't either. Can't none of us do it all by ourselves. And we need each other in this walk. Like, two is better than one. I know I can't fight this spirit. I don't know about y'all, but I sure can't fight this spirit demons long. They be whooping me as it is. Look, if I ain't have my sisters through the hospital, most I have my shot, I don't know where I would be. So I'm just saying, like, but if anybody has anything they want to say on that.
I just wanted to say, like, we're just stronger in numbers. Satan can't like deceive all of us at the same time. You really, you don't really have that much power to do that unless the Most High give it to him. But I know, it's just been a couple examples with me and my sisters where, I'll be out of the spirit and then she'll uplift me, and then literally the spirit that was on me may go to her, and then I uplift her. Like, it's just like a back and forth. So that's all I just say. Just remind me of that.
And it be like that for real. These spirits be hopping, boy. They be, okay, I just left off her. I'm gonna go to her sister now. Like, these spirits be hopping. But that's what we got each other for, to uplift one another through the spirit. Because the Lord has, considered the great things the Lord have done for us. 1 Samuel 12:24. The Lord has done great blessings, like blessing us with one another. So it's a blessing, like, to even have sisterhood, because it was like at the point of time when I was in the truth, I didn't really know any sisters. Like, the only sister I knew for real at the time was Kaya and Fallon, and that was it. And like, I didn't like, and Fallon was the only one in my area that I knew of. But I wasn't, able to get to her at the time. But it was like, I didn't know nobody. Like, it was just, the only sister I knew was Fallon and Kaya was across the country, across the riverway. So it was just like, dang, like, and I was just down, like, I wanted a sisterhood so bad. I was like, dang, and I still haven't ever had like a congregation on the feast day. I still been praying on that, but I just be like, dang, like, I really want sisterhood. And now our person, the Most High, like, he's blessed me with a sisterhood. He's blessed all of us with sisterhood. So don't take that for granted, because that's a blessing. At one point, I didn't have that, and it's probably sisters. It's probably sisters that's not able, the Most High hasn't blessed them with that yet. So at one point, I didn't have sisterhood. So just don't take the sisterhood for granted. Like, if you're going through it, reach out to a sister. You must reach out to a sister if you're going through it, And we need each other in this walk more than we think. I ain't even finna cap to you. So that's all I have to say.
I was gonna say, I just noticed, like, when I call my sisters now, it's easier for the spirits to leave. We don't even have to be on the phone that long, but a sister, be talking to you, give you some precepts, and then you be like, hold up, like, I don't feel as heavy as I felt before I got on this phone. Or even like, I'll just text y'all and I'll just be like, can you pray for me? And reaching out to your sisters, and your sisters throw them prayers up, and immediately you just start feeling better. And that's how you just know it's just all spiritual, and Satan just be trying to keep you to yourself. So
that's actually crazy that you say that, because like it really be like that for real. Like, I called Hadassah one time, and she called me, wanted to, I don't remember. But I was like, as we on the phone, I was like, dang, like, I feel better. I'll praise this. And then, like, even sometimes, like, I'll be on the phone with a sister, and she's calling me for counsel, and then me giving her the counsel, I'll be like, dang, like, all praises you called me, because talking to you done got me back in the spirit. Like, all praises. So it just goes to show, like, everything is literally spiritual. Like, calling up a sister, it'll really get you back in the spirit for real. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. Being on a Bible study, that kind of already got me back in the spirit. Like, before I got on a Bible study, I was low in the spirit, but like, already the first few minutes just talking to y'all, just hearing y'all voice, just kind of got me just feeling good already again. It just goes to show, like, Satan won't want us to stay alone. Satan want us to like isolate ourselves and just don't talk to our sisters. But we're more powerful together, like Hadassah said.
I think also, like, one time I forgot who I was talking to, but I know I was talking to sisters, and we were just saying how you might call that one sister, and whatever spirit you might have on you, that spirit be like, oh snap, that sister don't play, like, I'm finna flee. Like, I know she not finna have it. So sometimes it just be like that as well. It just remind me. I'm gonna find the precept, but you know, when they were saying we know Yahweh Shai, and we know, I think it was Paul, but they was like, but who are you? So then them men was bugged out trying to get them spirits off them people. I'm gonna find it real quick.
Con. Sisterhood is powerful, y'all, for real. It's powerful, for real. It really is. And sometimes I kind of got to check me because, you know, every time somebody asks me how I'm doing, I always just give them the short, I'm well. My operation, I was like, that's just my answer every time, because sometimes I just don't be feeling like going into detail. So I just always hit everybody with, I'm well, you know. I got to do better, I know. You just got to check me. Sometimes you just kind of, what's really going on? Come on, lay it on me. But yeah.
I had just made a post on this about reaching out to your sisters and that we're here for each other. And I have a precept, Proverbs Chapter 11, verse 14.
I just read that yesterday. That's crazy.
Where no counsel is, the people fall, but in the multitude of counselors there is safety.
Time. The multitude of counselors, there is safety.
I had found that precept.
What is it?
It's actually Acts chapter 13, and then it's to verse 16.
Is it verse 1 to verse 16?
Hold on. 13 to 16.
Oh, so Acts chapter 13, verse 13 through 16.
Acts chapter 19, and then verse 13 to verse 16. You fine. I know my connection bad too, so.
No, I think it's mine. All right. You want me to read it, or are you gonna read it?
Okay, you can read it.
And it reads, then certain of the vagabond Jews, exorcists, I don't know how to pronounce that, took upon them to call over them which had evil spirits the name of the Lord Yahweh Shah, saying, we advise it. What are these by Yahweh Shah whom Paul preaches? And there were 7 sons of one who a Jew and chief of the priests which did so. And the evil spirit answered and said, Yahweh Shah I know, and Paul I know, but who are ye? And the man in whom the evil spirit was leapt on them and overcame them and prevailed against them, so that they fled out of that house naked and wounded. Somebody put us like, yeah, I don't have a 16:11, so the word is kind of like, you know.
Okay. But no, I just was saying that because I was just saying, like, some spirits, they be like, you know, when you call your sister and you like in a down type of mood, and you know you got a spirit on you, that spirit see you and that spirit be like, I know that sister, she finna cut me up, I'm finna get out of here, like, you know. So that just reminded me of that.
Sometimes we be needing a good cut. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, sometimes you need a sister to really check you. Like, dang, you right. It's like that precept in Psalms. Let me get it real quick. It said excellent oil. Psalms 141:5. And it reads, let the righteous smite me, it shall be in kindness, and let him reprove me, it shall be an excellent oil, which shall not break my head, for yet my prayer also shall be in their calamities. So sometimes we just need like a good cut from a sister. You know, whether we're going through it, you know, whether we went off, sometimes just need a good cut because it's like it's the excellent oil. It's not meant to break you, but it's to reprove you and to help you and to mold you into a better Israelite woman, a better servant. I'm gonna say, how about Shalawam? So it's good to reach out to sisters for real. They really cut you up with the spirit. I know I was giving my mom over heaviness this morning. It was bad. I was giving my mom over the heaviness. I'm talking about like sitting already on my back. I just woke up. Giving my mom over the heaviness. And it's like I started doing the lesson and I was like, I could feel the spirit leaving, but I was just getting my mind over to heaviness. And I had to reach out to some sisters. I was like, just tell them what was going on and, you know, cut me up through the spirit. I was like, okay, I need to hear that. You know, our praises. Sometimes we really, all the time, we need to reach out for real. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. And don't ever feel like don't ever feel like you're a burden to your sister, because if that is never the case, that is never the case. You know, we're here for one another. I don't care if you got to call me 20 times throughout the day. Call me, text me. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. I yield.
Con. Oh, Salakia.
No, you good. I was just saying I yield.
Okay, Con. No, I just had a precept because you know how we were just saying, in those times to go over the word. It's Proverbs Chapter 12 and 25.
Con. Heaviness and heart of man maketh it stoop, but a good word maketh it glad.
Because I know when I've started noticing, like, when I just start getting overwhelmed and stuff, I'm like, now I just know my chapters in Sirach that I gotta go to, and I keep reading them, and I read them out loud, and I keep reading it and reading it, and reading it, and I'll pray, and might not feel like it's working, right then and there, because I'm continuing to read it over and over again. But I do find it happening as well.
You broke up what is the last thing you said? You broke up.
So like, yeah, I was just saying, continuously going over the word, that just helps me. Reading those certain, precepts, those set precepts that I know.
Con. I just started doing that because, like, see, cut me up. Like, I got like a page full of precepts of overthinking. I should have went to that this morning. So, we got to use the resources that we got. Like the Lord, he gave us this, these precepts and stuff, so we can lean on it in the time of trouble. Because these scriptures, it's a comfort to give us hope. And it's Romans 15:4. So, I yield. But this is Matthew chapter 23 and verse 13. But woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye shut up the kingdom of heaven against me. For ye neither go in yourselves, neither suffer ye them that are entering to go in. Woe unto you, that's what I want. Hold on. Oh. It's like it was verse 25. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, and hypocrites, like your scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you make clean the outside of the cup and of the platter, but within they are full of extortation and excess. Thou blind Pharisee, cleanse first that which is within the cup and platter, that the outside of them may be clean also. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye are like unto whited sepulchres, which indeed appear beautiful outward, but are within full of dead men's bones and of all uncleanness. Even so, ye also outwardly appear righteous unto men, but within ye are full of hypocrisy, and iniquity. So this is kind of going back based off what we were saying earlier. Like, you don't want to be that sister that, you're giving everyone else counsel, but you're not applying it to yourself as well. And we shouldn't, our spirit should look better than our outward appearance. Like, it's cool to dress up and make yourself look good, but your spirit should look even better. Like, you shouldn't just seem, you don't want to seem righteous on the outside and then your spirit is filled with all type of hypocrisy and iniquity. You're being a hypocrite. You're not applying the scripts to your life. Behind closed doors, you're not doing nothing scripts say. You're not taking on advice. So, we just got to make sure like our spirit is much more beautiful, because it's like, it was someone was saying in English class, like some of my professor said, she said something along the lines of, it can look good, but that don't mean that it is good. Something like that. So kind of like, we can look good, but it's your, how does your spirit look? Or are you really applying these scripts? Are you really casting your cares into the Lord like we're supposed to? Or are you just telling other people to do that and you're not doing it yourself? So, we can't be hypocrites at all. Like, what good does it do to go buy a Coke from the store and the inside of the Coke, you got dead bugs flying in it? Like, it don't do no good. So, we just got to make sure, like, we're cleansing the inside of our cup first, cleansing the inside of our spirit first, so then the outside may be clean as well. So, like, whatever you're telling sisters, you got to apply that too. Like, got to apply that too. Like, I remember, like what Mercedes said, I was going through something, it was a while back, I don't remember, but she was like, you literally, kind of just sent me these notes. Like, you got the notes. And I was like, Con, you're right, let me read them. That's why I be telling sisters all the time, like, I like today, Fallon called me, I was like, didn't you just tell me to apply 2 Corinthians 10:5? Like, we kind of got to apply these scriptures to our life as well, And we'll be having the resources, the scripts, the precepts, we got to apply to our life as well. So all praises. I yield, by the way.
What precept did you just say? You said it, but it was breaking up for me.
Like your Matthew's 23, verse 25 through 28.
Con, I had a precept in 1 Corinthians 9 and 24 through 27.
I read that earlier, all praises. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that be at any means, as I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway. Does the precept we wanted, sis?
Salakia, my connection is horrible. I did not hear anything you just asked me.
I had just read the precept and I said, is that the precept that you wanted?
Oh, Con. Just making sure that you're doing the same thing that you out there, telling other sisters to do, and just so you don't find yourself, with your candle blown out or you sitting around looking crazy. We gotta let me see. It's a precept in First Thessalonians that I had, or is it second? I think it's first. So First Thessalonians chapter 4 and 11 and 12. You know.
And it reads, and that ye study to be quiet and to do your own business and to work with your own hands, that you may walk honestly toward them that are without, and that you may have lack of nothing.
But I was just, linking those two precepts together, just, landing backing off the points, you was just making about us, making sure that we applying these precepts and, that our inside looks better than, what our outward appearance is, so that Lord willing, the Most High's light can continue to shine through us, and, other people can, see that, and we help other sisters through that as well.
Because we are trying to get this kingdom. We are trying to get that uncorruptible body, that immortal body. We are trying to run this race and get this kingdom. So kind of exactly what you said. We got to make sure we're applying these precepts just as well. We got to make sure we're doing everything we can to make sure to call them our election and sure. We got to make sure whatever we're telling sisters, we're doing the same exact thing. Okay.
Kind of like we read like 2 calls ago, Matthew 25, verse 29. And it reads, for unto everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away, even that which he hath. So, kind of about blessing us with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And if you get taken away.
Just breaking up a little bit.
What part did you hear?
I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi or not, but I just heard something about like it's gonna get taken away, knowledge and understanding.
Since the Lord has blessed you with knowledge, wisdom, understanding, if you don't use it, to help comfort yourself, if you don't use it to help comfort sisters and edify them, then it can get taken away.
That's like me telling y'all to eat healthier, and I'm over here eating chicken wings every day. How you gonna tell somebody else to eat healthy? You ain't even eat healthier. It don't make sense.
That's like them PE teachers. It always be the big ones, but they tell you to run. I'll be like, you run.
For real. You're not lying, because my 8th grade year, 7th, 8th grade year, I went to a middle school. I had just moved to Texas. All Edomite school. All of my coaches were fat, and they were all Edomites, except like 2 of them. And y'all got us doing all these big workouts, and you ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing, Esau. You just sitting on the sideline. It don't work like that.
Y'all, That is so funny, y'all. I promise y'all, I was going to the doctor, my primary care physician. I was like, this before I was in the truth, and I was like, I'm gonna switch my doctor. I was like, I'm not gonna keep coming here because she's telling me this and she's telling me that, and I'm like, girl, what? But I just that was so funny because that is so true. You cannot. How you gonna be telling me that I'm what she told me I'm borderline obese or how they got the standard metric, like my height and my height equal out with my weight, so I'm absolutely fine. I don't even look like how much you would think that I weigh. And ma'am, you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead and switch my doctor and I'm gonna just go ahead. But con
Right. It always be the big Esau doctors that's trying to tell somebody to lose weight, and you the one eating potato chips and watching us run. Like, they don't even make sense. Well, kind of like we just can't tell sister something we ain't applying to ourselves. We want to be as righteous and blameless as possible, and being a hypocrite, it's kind of off. So we want to make sure we're just checking that spirit. These is veggie chips, by the way. They're real good, barbecue flavored. Okay. Want to worry about me? Because anyone have a prayer request? I'm gonna write them down. You can drop them in the chat. Kind, do you have a specific request?
Just having faith in the Most High, like when He's changing our territory, we really can't see where we're going. That's definitely a prayer request, because in the world, I was just so used to knowing where I'm about to go, knowing what I'm about to do, because I was leaning on my own understanding. But it's like now the Most High is forcing me to just be in a space where I really can't see where I'm going. And it's like really forcing me to rely on Him, which is all praise to the Most High, just praying for, peace and just the utmost faith in Him. We walk by faith and not by sight.
Okay. I got you.
I want to, Salaki, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I got you.
I want to add on to that because before I was reading, before I came in this truth, I would always know every step I was going. Like, I'll know the steps ahead of me. I'll know what happens if I did this. I don't know what happens if I did that. So it's definitely like a learning experience and a humbling experience to like fully trust in the Lord and like Him direct our steps.
And it's like when you really think about it, we really didn't know where we was going in the world either. We was just comfortable. Satan was just really deceiving us into thinking we knew where we were going. So it was something that the Most High had me tell Lily, like, as comfortable as we were in the world thinking that we knew where we were going, as much peace as we had then, we should, pray for that same peace now. But, have that trust in the Most High instead of having trust in ourselves. Okay.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, girl, because in the world we thought we was in control of everything. We thought we had it, locked down, but no, everything is of the Lord. So we really, I forgot who said that, but we need to sit in the back seat, okay, not in the passenger seat. Sit in the back seat, look out the window, and enjoy the view. Chill out.
Enjoy the view. For real. She said enjoy the view. For real. Exactly how it is. Because I know in the world, I know for sure, I thought it was my time or no time. My way or no way. For real. I showed, if it ain't my way, ain't no way. So just all praise the Most High. He done humbled us for real. You know, and showed us, hey, look, it's my way. It's my way. And it's something, you know, so it's something like I just heard like a few days ago. This is the Lord's movie. This is Yahweh Bashem Shah movie. We just the actors. And that's it. If we just the actors playing our role, playing our part. And he could cut us off the movie anytime, any chance he get if he wanted to. So you just kind of gotta let the director direct the movie. That's what the director do. They direct the movie. They say what's gonna be in the movie, what's not gonna be in the movie, you know. So we just gotta let the Lord do what he do.
Because I'm not trying to get fired. Okay.
Okay, I'm not trying to get my role took.
Kind of like Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. I look you lost it. Chapter 2, verse 21. Such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness had blinded them. So that whole time we was thinking things are going our way. We really just blinded and being led and leading ourselves to destruction.
Exactly. That's what our priest said. There's a right to see right. Let me get it real quick. I think it's Proverbs 16 and 24.
You talking about there is the way which seemeth right unto man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
Yep. Yeah.
That's Proverbs 14 and 12. To the spirit.
And then this one says the exact same thing. But kind of exactly what Sister Hadassah said. You know, she fighting with it. She don't understand it word for word, but kind of like there might be a way that seems right unto us, but the whole time that's the ways of death. You know, it's something like I just told her, like we be right here, right? We be right here in the Lord. We be right here and we be trying to get right here. But the Lord is saying, I got you right here for a reason. I'm going to keep you right here. You're going to be content and you're going to be grateful. I'm going to keep you right here. And if I see you fit, if it be in my will, then I'm going to increase you right here. But until then, you're going to be right here because we be trying to go all the way up here and the Lord ain't told us to move. The Lord ain't told us to go up there. So it's a way that try to seem right to us. Okay, well, this seems like the right thing, so I'm going to do it. But the whole time it's death. You know, it's a precept and it says, Psalms 37:23, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord and he delighted in his way. So the Lord orders our steps. The Lord directs our steps. We just gotta sit back. Like let the Most High drive the boat. Let the Most High drive the car. Let the Most High direct the movie and just trust in the Lord. And the Lord be smacking us on the forehead. Ain't nobody told you to do that. Ain't nobody told you to do that. We gotta obey the Lord's voice and be patient and know who we are in this truth because we ain't nobody, right? It's like Paul said, I am what I am because of the grace the Most High has bestowed upon me. We are what we are. We don't even deserve this thing. We're only in this truth because of the grace and mercy of the Most High. How about Shema Shah? So we ain't got nothing to do but wait on the Lord. So I yield.
Kind of like Romans 8:18. I can read it or yeah, I can read it.
You said Romans 8:18.
Kind.
Okay.
And it reads, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." I see this as twofold, like us being in captivity now, like the kingdom, Lord willing, like it's not compared. And I also see that as now, it's like whenever we're being chastised or we're being like held in one spot, like you just said, like the Lord, yeah, we're being held in one spot. Like it seems like we're not going nowhere, but really the Lord has you there for a reason. So whenever he finally lets you to endure through that, and get past whatever you're going through, is not. Hold on, I just lost my train of thought. If someone could pick that back up, that would be helpful because I lost my train of thought.
I just say, and he be doing that to me all the time. I kind of gotta let you finish that through the Spirit.
No, you can go ahead.
What were you saying? Say what you were saying again, and I'll piggyback off of it. So like, let me back, because that's a little almost, but let me back off of that, Lord willing.
Wait, hold on. I think I have it. Okay.
Yeah.
So like us being chastised and like staying in one spot, like, dang, I'm still dealing with this and that. Like you, you can go ahead. I lost it again.
Okay, listen. Okay, so the way I take this script, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared to the glory which shall be revealed in us. So, basically what I take from it, if anybody else, because we all interpret things a different way, what I take from it is, the things that we're going through, the trials, tribulation that we go through, it's not worthy to be compared the glory that the Lord is going to reveal to us. The going through these trials, tribulations, going through affliction, bitterness, truth, going through, persecution, going through all these things for the name of the Lord, it's going to be worth it. It's nowhere near going to be compared to the glory that the Most High is going to reveal to us. So that's basically what I take from that verse. If anybody else had like a different breakdown of how they take from that verse, but that's basically what I take from it.
I kind of wanted to piggyback off of what the sister was saying. I don't know how to pronounce your name, sis. I don't want to say it wrong. I've been saying Mayan. All praises. Mayan.
Let me back.
Oh, Salakia.
Right, I said let me.
Let me back. Salakia. Just dang, no, on Satan. Like everything's going to work out for our good. I don't know that precept. But it's like even when we can't see our way, it may come. It says, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love Yahweh, to them who are called according to his purpose. And it's like, this is pretty much what I'm going through right now. Really can't see where you're going. It looks bad. You may have your highs and low days, your low days may be very, very low days, but it's for a reason. He's teaching you something, he's teaching you not to come here again. He's teaching you your mistakes and, what things benefited you. So like in your next trial, Lord willing, you do those things that benefit you instead of, making that same mistake over and over. Like there's just so many reasons, he has us going through it. And, those things work out for our good, even though it may look just really dark, like it's really beautiful and just, a whole bunch of water on the other side. I don't know what else to say, but kind.
That's exactly what I was trying to say, the water.
Oh, praise.
Time. Everything works together for good. We're not meant to see what the Lord is like. What's the point of the Lord taking you through all these trials and tribulations just for you to know what it's going to look like on the other end after you done went through it? So we just got to know and have faith that all things work together for good to them that love Yahweh. We know that if you love me, keep my commandments, John 14:15. Loving the Most High is not a word, it's an action. So we love the Lord by keeping his laws, such commandments. So therefore, all things are going to work together for good for us. And then this is the precept I wanted to get out. John chapter, I think it's Luke. Hold on. We be trying to, it's kind of like what Sister Hadassah said, like, she doesn't know where the Lord taking her, but she got to have faith, because it's like, we don't know where the Lord is taking us. We don't know why he's doing the things he's doing. It's like she said, walking by faith and not by sight. And sometimes you're not supposed to know. And the precept, like Sister Hamina, is it Hamina, sis? like she pulled, we're supposed to lean on the Lord understanding and not our own understanding. We're supposed to trust in the Lord and lean on his understanding. But let me get this precept real quick.
Oh, yeah.
This is the book of John, chapter 13 and verse 7. Yahweh answered and said unto him, what I do thou knowest not now, but thou shalt know hereafter. So kind of like what the Lord is doing, we're not supposed to see it. We're gonna know after though. And this is part of having faith, knowing that through the promise of the Most High, he's gonna give us an expected end, as it says in Jeremiah 29:11, because all things work together for good. So, we literally, we kind of just walking in this thing blind. We don't know where the Lord taking us or why he's doing the things he's doing. Like as this precept says, what I do, thou knowest not now, but thou shalt know hereafter. What's the point of having like patience and faith if you already know what's going to happen? So we just got to trust in the Lord and just to know like he's just going to direct our steps. We just got to have that faith and know that all things are going to work together for good. And it's kind of like something Hadassah said as well, like, not knowing where the Lord is taking us, but you just having faith. I yield.
Sis, what was that precept you said? It was 29. The chapter was 29 and 11, but I didn't hear the book.
29:11. Con.
Y'all, what's that precept where it's like, Yahweh Shai, dang. It's like the Lord is Salakia, y'all. It's like the Lord, he's there, right in front of me, but I can't perceive him. He's to my left, to my right, but I don't know he's there, but he sees every move I make. Do y'all know that precept I just made? That was very roughly paraphrased, but
what was it again, Sister Salakia?
It's like the precept is basically talking about, I really can't see that the Lord is here with me, but he's here and he's watching every move I make. And he it's basically like the precept is like, he's guiding my steps, but I can't perceive that he's guiding my steps, but he's there. But I don't know what precept that is. I thought it was in John right here, but
let me try to find it. No, I think only precepts that came up was Jeremiah 10:23, Proverbs 20:24, and Proverbs 16:9.
Lord willing, I'll find it. With the water for checking says, all praises.
All praises. Acts 1:7, and he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father had put in his own power. That's mighty. It's not for us to know. That is a clean cut, because we be trying, that's why Sirach 3:21 say, seek not out things that are too hard for thee. No, it ain't everything is not for us to know. Did the Lord say he wanted you to know this, sis? It's not for us to know. That's what's the patience come in, faith, trust, endurance. All these things go hand in hand. Faith, patience, trust, endurance. Can't nobody tell me don't. Faith, patience, trust, endurance, they all work hand in hand. They like best friends. They are little 4 little peas in a pod. Like they go back to back. And Lord didn't say he wanted us to know anything. It is not for us to know. It's not for us to know. That's a mighty precept. The water.
Hadassah, is it Job chapter 23, verse 8?
8 through 10.
I think so.
Hold on, let me go.
Oh, praises, if that's it.
Praises.
Even if it's not, still all praises to the Most High.
Khan, yeah, this is it, Khan. Can I bring it out real quick? It's Job, Job 23, 8 through 10.
I know you ain't just asked to bring no precept out. You said it's verse what?
8 through 10.
Okay, kind of. So like it's like it.
Okay. It says, "Behold, I go forward, but he is not there, and backward, but
right
I cannot
there. I know you didn't just ask.
On the left hand, where he doeth work, but I cannot behold him. He hideth himself on the right hand, that I cannot see him. But he knoweth the way that I take. When he hath tried me, I shall come forth as gold."
Dang, oh, that's a mighty precept.
Oh, praises. Oh,
He said, Sometimes all you can say is, that is a precept right there. That's a mighty precept. Hold on, it's been my new go-to. Hold on, gotta kind of say that. That's mighty. I've never even read that precept before.
So lucky. This one is this precept in Job, this chapter is just talking about having confidence in the Most High's mercy, not expecting it, but it's just Job talking about having confidence in the Most High's mercy. Just going up one in verse 6, it says, "Will he plead against me with his great power? No, but he would put strength in me. There the righteous might dispute with him, so should I be delivered forever from my judge." All praises.
That was a mighty precept. Kind of Lord is always there. Like it was something. I don't remember who said this. Even in a world when we was going through it, the Lord was there. Lord has always been there. He's always been there. Especially because he's preordained to call all of us into his truth. And whatever you've been through, the Lord has always been there. You might not, even when you think he left you, he's forsaken you, the Lord has always been there, upholding you with his hand. Let me get that precept. Even when it seems like, There's no way out of that dark tunnel, dark tunnel. I felt like that before. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholding him with his hand. So the Lord upholds us with our hand. And even when we feel like he's not there and we're alone, the Lord, Yahweh Basham Shai, he's there. He is always there. No matter what. I yield if anyone had anything else they wanted to bring out. Anybody didn't drop their prayer requests in the chat? Bubba, should I drop it?
And I know I put mine in the chat, but maybe I would, say it so, other sisters might be going through the same thing. But just it's basically what we just talked about, but also like, being content, but also striving to do better, wanting to find that just balance in those both.
Con, I got you, sis. I'm definitely trying to work on that just balance as well. So I feel you.
I really been meditating Philippians 4 and 11 and 12.
Hi, sis. And Carly, you're not alone. That's what we're here for. Bubba Kasha, reach out when you're going through it. I can't stress it enough. I wanted to do a Bible study on, like, it was an idea. I wanted to do a Bible study on, like, overcoming trauma and pain and, like, leaving the old one behind. But I didn't feel like I was ready to talk about that. And, like, I don't really have any precepts going into, like, healing and, like, stuff like that. So I just didn't, like, I was going to hold it off. But, Lord willing, if you're in the Lord's will and if people are comfortable with it, we can do a Bible study on that one day. I just didn't think I was well equipped just yet, So yeah.
Hi. And I know you probably read Tobit before, but before you do that, I would recommend you read Tobit again, That's a really good. And if you read some of the
You said read Tobin, and what else you broke up?
Salakia sis, it had kicked me out. I said that was Satan.
So why the Hadassah mighty?
All praises.
Can you hear me?
Oh, Con, can hear you now. Are you talking, Lily?
Yeah, man. Satan be kick me out. Can you hear me?
Con, I can hear you.
Let me see.
Anybody else have anything else they want to bring out?
Con, I had a precept in 1 Corinthians 10 and 13.
You said 1 Corinthians 10 and 15?
10 and 13.
Oh, look at Con, water. Okay, and
It says there is no temptation taking you, but such as is common to man. But Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with this temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. And it was a video that the Most High had Naquam do through the Spirit on the Cold Cuts page, just about enduring. Whether we're going to endure or we're going to give up. Just so everything that we're all going through. It's just never that hard. Nothing's too hard for the Lord. He can take us out of anything we're going through. He's not going to give us anything we can't bear. So, we just gotta keep enduring this thing. That's all I'd say.
that was a beautiful video through the Spirit. Very, very beautiful video. Can't give up. We gotta continue to endure. Like Naquam said, like each day is gonna get harder. I don't know about y'all, but I know it's true for all of us. Our life, I'm pretty sure everybody can attest to this. Our life somehow got 10 times harder when it came to the truth, because it's like we're fighting a different battle now. We have a different understanding. It ain't got rough out here. So, we just got to continue to endure it. We got to finish the race, like Paul said, Hey, when you sneak up in here, girl? Wait a minute. It snuck up in here. Shalawam does this. Second Edges 12:47. Second Edges 12:47. For the highest have you in remembrance, and the mighty have not forgotten you in temptation. So he's never going to forget us. The Lord is never going to forsake us. That's also that Psalms 99 and 10 verse. You know, y'all, I don't know if I'm talking, but what should I call the Bible? Like, what should I name the Bible study? Because I feel like we've kind of been tapping into different stuff. But the Lord also will be a refuge for the oppressed, a refuge in time of trouble. And they that know thy name will put their trust in thee, for the Lord has not forsaken them that seek thee. So the Lord is never going to forsake us. He has us in remembrance. He ain't gonna forget about us. And even when, you feel like you're in the depths of hell, and I wait, because David said that. He said, Lord, deliver me from the depths of hell. He said he was in the depths of hell. I also see that as like, you're in the depths of hell when you're battling these spiritual demons, and these spiritual demons are attacking you. That's the depths of hell. So the Lord doesn't forsake us when we're in the depths of hell. He doesn't forsake us when our heart breaks. He doesn't forsake us even when you feel like you're down to your very last and things just not seem to get better. The Lord got you. You gotta have that faith. The Lord is gonna come through. The Lord is a stronghold for them that trust in Him. That's Nahum 1:7. He's a rewarder. Hebrews 11:6 to those that diligently seek Him. But how is He gonna be a rewarder and come through if you don't diligently seek Him? We got to put in the work and call upon the name of the Lord and seek His face continually. The Holy Trinity is mighty. Hadassah, it's 2 videos on my YouTube channel. Me, Kiara, Briasia, and Kaya did a live on the importance of sisterhood a few months ago. And then a few weeks ago, our very, very first Bible study was titled The Importance of Sisterhood. So if you want to check those out one day, Lord willing, it's 2 videos on there about that. Anybody else? Tay, Carly, Giselle, can y'all please drop your prayer requests? But actually, so like Giselle, you already got yours. Let me read off my list. Tay, Fallon. Oh, I'm missing. Tay, Fallon, Kaya. Yes, can y'all please drop your prayer requests?
I just joined back on. What exactly we doing?
You already dropped your prayer requests.
Oh, okay.
Fallon, prayer request, Bubba Kashar. Where? Oh, so I can. Forgive me, I didn't see it. Okay. Okay. All right. I think I got everybody prayer request. Kind of got everybody prayer request. Mine would just be endurance. Let me type it out. Mine, endurance. And that's my prayer request. Did anyone have anything else they wanted to bring out? Y'all, I was want to cook, but I don't feel like it, so I guess we're just not gonna eat dinner. Oh. Dang, I can't not feel like cooking for one day. You gotta be slothfulness.
See, if you like some chicken salad, you could have fixed that real quick.
Girl,
Chicken salad is good.
nobody eats chicken salad. That is Esau beef.
No.
That's nasty.
Girl, you are asleep. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
Chicken salad.
A girl can be tired. Like, I gotta be slothful. I don't feel like cooking. Gosh, dog. I feel attacked. That's tough.
You missing out.
Don't nobody eat chicken salad. That's nasty.
Everybody eat chicken salad.
I was about to say, I think everybody eats chicken.
No.
Ate the wrong chicken salad then, because
Yeah,
I've never
she
had it.
to, because chicken salad good.
I'm with Kenzie.
Okay, you've never had it. So how do you know it's nasty?
Because it looks nasty. It does not look appeasing. And it stinks.
It's so good.
it tastes good with club crackers too.
It stinks.
Don't know.
Yes,
I
it
was to
does.
say, don't get Lily started. Don't get her started.
I was trying to hold my peace, but she brought
Let
it
me
out.
let me name some things that stink. Broccoli, cabbage.
First
Y'all
of all,
still
wait
eat
a
them?
minute.
What?
Cabbage stink.
Wait.
Cabbage stink. Cabbage do stink, right?
and broccoli.
What?
Y'all, I just
Mm-mm.
had some cabbage right.
Cabbage
That
smell
stuff
like
stinks
fart.
so bad.
It smell like fart.
It's so good though. Like it's so good.
You know what? Did anybody have anything else they wanted to bring out? I'm not doing
Dismiss the. She trying to dismiss it because she don't want to cook. She know we was gonna get on her head.
No, I'm trying to dismiss it. I'm trying to stay focused. First of all, quit bearing false witness, please.
Fine, you right. All right, don't cut me up. I just cut you up now, and then I got cut up too.
Iron sharpen iron.
Okay, see that?
Okay, back to the lesson.
Right.
Fine.
Fine, gotta stay on topic.
Con, that's right. Con.
What's the topic?
Okay, see.
No, I just joined, remember?
We're talking about the same stuff, just bringing out different precepts.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really have nothing else to bring out though. Did y'all have anything else y'all want to bring out? All right. I have nothing else either. Well, with that, I say keep enduring, keep abounding in the work of the Lord. 1 Corinthians 15:58. You know, don't be lukewarm. We want our candlestick blowing out. And I'm going to end it out with the precepts I love to close out with. Revelations 3 and 15 and 16, and then verse 3. Remember before how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast and repent. If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I will thou work cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm, neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. And then Revelation chapter 2, verse 5. Remember therefore from whence thou art fallen, and repent and do the first works, or else I will come unto thee quickly and remove thy candlestick out of his place, except thou repent. We don't want the Lord to remove our candlestick. We don't want him to blow our light off. We don't want him to, sift us out this thing. So we got to continue to stay diligent, repenting daily, confessing our faults daily, asking for forgiveness for our sins daily, killing the old man daily, renewing our inward man, but killing the outward man daily. We're just continuing to endure and call upon the name of the Lord and doing everything we can, make sure our call of our election is sure. For which we cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, working for us a far more exceeding eternal weight of glory. So remembering that the things we're going through is just light affliction. The Lord, like Hadassah said, the Lord is not going to put us through we can't overcome. This is just all light affliction. So continuing to kill that inward man daily. Just continuing to do everything you can. Go hard for the name of the Lord, Yahweh Shalawam, like Hawashai. And then last one. Remember, wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, you shall never fail. So let's continue to self-examine and make sure we're doing everything we can to make the calling of our election sure. And like we said at the beginning of the call, applying scripts to our life as well. Not being a hypocrite, checking our spirit, make sure our spirit is pretty and pure. So with that, I say I love y'all. If you got anything, reach out. But Instagram is not a good way to get in touch with me because I don't do Instagram. I'm pretty sure everybody needs to check out my number, but if you don't, maybe drop it again. But reach out if y'all need anything. I love y'all so much. Continue to endure. I have all of y'all prayer requests. I'll be praying for y'all, Lord willing. And continue to fight these spiritual demons. And hey, call me if you need me to tap in that ring and get in that field with them demons. And we're gonna jump them. So kind. Shalawam.
Shalom. Love y'all very much.
Sisters.
Shalom.
Love y'all.
Love you as well.
Love y'all.
Shalom.
Show me that baby before you get off here. Hold on.